Woo! So this is tip number 1. It's networking, and it's gonna be insane. So what I do for networking is I sign up to the local gym. We actually go to a CrossFit where you need to meet new people on a daily basis. But what I like about networking is that you actually don't need to market in order to sell what you are doing. You just have to be yourself, and that's the important thing. You can shadow someone for days, for months, for years, and not be successful as a real estate agent. But when you start networking, you're going to wine tastings, you're joining friends more often at festivals, you're actually going to network with people to get fitter for yourself, to feel better, and that's where you start building those relationships. All right, so tip number 2 is never ever drive through a pothole. Oh, you'll just keep on walking. But that's not the tip. Tip number 2 is actually make an influence. And the easiest way to start with that is actually to invite your friends and family for them to know exactly what it is that you are doing, and for everyone that's close to you to be as excited as you are in your journey in real estate, which I think is an amazing idea. And make sure you do everything that your company gives you. We've got putting in boards, giving out pamphlets, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Make sure you're doing that. That's making an influence. And the biggest thing that I did in the start of my journey is I got 70 houses to sell in the first 6 months. So no one could ignore me, and everyone was bothered because there's this guy that's listing 70 houses now. So, which I think is an amazing idea to build an influence, get as much houses, invite your friends and family to enjoy the journey, and do everything that your company gives you. And the last and final thing about making an influence is get something that's exciting that you wear every day. My thing was wearing happy socks. Every single day I wore happy socks. I even had people in the coffee shops that looked under the table because they couldn't find me, and they saw the guy that's wearing happy socks, and that's where they walked to, and that's how they found me. So get something that's unique, that excites you, that you can do every single day, and dress for success. Tip number 3, start creating some content. Start creating content. This is exactly what it looked like. And this is what it looked like when I'm busy creating some content. Have some fun. Your ideas is probably the best ideas, and you are gonna uniquely design it to the way that you would like to. Just start to create some content. Oh, fantastic. So tip 4 is follow up. Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. That's tip 4. If you do not get that, you'll never get sales in your whole life. And just for this tip, we're actually just going on Google, and we're going to search follow-up statistics. And here's statistics if you really want to beat everyone around you in the sales game, especially in real estate. So this one says that the sales statistics is for most salespeople is 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. So that means if you want to beat around about 50% of most of your competition, just follow up once. Okay, just once, which is insane because that really isn't any work. 25% of salespeople never make a second contact or second follow up with the client. So that means if you want to beat around about 70% of your competition, just follow up twice or 3 times. Then you are being better in follow-ups than the most of the people that's in sales, especially real estate. 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts and stop. That means 12% of people only make 3 or maybe more follow-ups. It's insane. Okay, and only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 follow-ups. It's freaking incredible. So that means if you want to be in the top 10% of this sales industry, you just got to do more than 3 follow-ups on a client. That's not even a standard. That's far below par. But if you want to be really good, because that's your decision, then you can make really good sales when you're making more than 3 follow-ups. And here is the sales statistics happening. So 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th follow-up. That means if you do more than 5 to 12 follow-ups, you are guaranteed a sale. So why not every time you do a follow-up or get a client, you just know I have to do between 5 to 12 follow-ups to get a sale. Anything before that is lucky. Anything before that happening, I can just consider it's nice. But I know with every person that I meet, I have to do between 5 to 12 follow-ups. So last but not least, we've got the grand finale, the final tip, tip number 5. And that tip is be the most consistent person that you know. I always say, don't try and be magic, just be there actually. Because most of the people in sales, especially real estate agents, struggle actually just to pitch, just to be there or just to be the most constant person. And as soon as you found your rhythm, then you go on and you be magic. So if you want to be constant and you want to be really good in your consistency, I mean doing social media once a day, not blowing your social media up and irritating people would be great. Creating stories. I mean, everyone around the whole world loves stories because our brain works in a beginning, a middle and an end. So if you can create a story for everyone that they can view, they can watch all around the world, then you're not only just building your audience there where you're working, you're building it worldwide, you're building it right there, like here we're building it in Potch, but you're gonna see it maybe down in Cape Town, maybe in America. So be the most consistent guy. Every day when I finish my day, we're actually walking in the road right now, and I drive around this block every single day. So I know all the houses that's in the market over here. I try and be on top of it every time. But this is what I do every single day, is I be the most constant guy. Everyone knows my car is coming around 5 to 7 at night. It's gonna be here around the block. And what I like about being consistent is that it's not a lot of effort because people know that you're gonna be there the whole time. Okay, so you're gonna beat around about 80% of your competition through being consistent. And I hope that really helps you a lot.